A new Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and editor Alexis Muellner is here to talk about some of the week's big stories. Good morning, happy Friday to you.
And happy Friday to you.
You had a big scoop this week talking about the potential new buyer for Channelside Plaza. Pretty exciting.
We did. We were the first to be able to report the new buyer is something called Liberty Channelside LLC. It's a joint venture of Liberty Group and Convergent Capital Partners. We reported it first. So I went down and talked to the retailers about what do they do to survive, what were some of their strategies. They used social media, they did sort of key merchandising decisions, they added a little coffee bar in some of their stores, they reached out to their very loyal fans. It turns out that a lot of those businesses that front Channelside Drive are locally owned. So you had owner-operators that were in place that really had a stake in the game. And I think they see some relief ahead. You know, you have Guy Revel, who owns Splitsville and had to close Stump Supper Club and Howl at the Moon a little while back to keep his business going. He built a bar in the middle of the center. So it's a very closely watched property. People are very interested in it. If you walk around there, it needs a lot of work. So there's a lot of pressure on the new ownership, if they get approved, to really do what they say. They're local, they've invested in the community, and hopefully they can bring Channelside back by catering to some of the local interests in town and getting a lot of input from local residents to make it be a place that people want to go.
Yeah, because locals are certainly very excited about the potential in the future for
Yeah,
Channelside.
and if you have people living there and there's reasons to go, and there's some really nice sort of local businesses in Channelside that have a lot of potential.
You also have a really interesting story about a new venture for Bank of America. They're beefing up staffing for a group that's going to finance dentists and veterinarians and other people in the medical field.
Right, Bank of America, one of the biggest, if not the biggest bank in the land, is beefing up its practice solutions portion of its lending operation. That means that they see a lot of confidence in the healthcare employment, which is one of the biggest employer drivers in Tampa Bay. It's dermatologists, ophthalmologists, it's medical professionals. Healthcare reform has done a lot of that, but the fact is this is a really good sign for the economy.
Fantastic. You also have another good sign for the economy. A big office park is set to break ground in Citrus Park right now.
Citrus Park Crossing. It's been 5 years in the making. They're building a speculative office building, and that's important. It's 75,000 square feet. Important because that hasn't happened in a while. They have an anchor tenant that they announced and it will ground break soon, but it's up in Citrus Park, and that's a sign. It's right next to the mall. It's a sign that that area may be a place to have some offices because people may not want to come to West Shore downtown. So very good to see that happening as well.
Fantastic news. Always good to see you, Alexis.
And you, Dia.
And for more Business Journal headlines, go to our website, abcactionnews.com/business.